So I'm sitting here reviewing all the pay scales for all the judges in Kentucky, and I just actually filtered it just by the Kentucky Court of Justice. There's actually way more public officials. You got the Jefferson County Clerk's Office, the Kentucky Lottery Commission, the Executive Branch, Legislative Research Commission, Higher Education Assistance Authority, Louisville Metro Water District, UKU. So you see lots of, this is, you know, these are all public positions. And I mean, this doesn't even talk about the local people, not the city councils or the mayors or the magistrates or the constables or the sheriffs or the judge executives. So just checking out some of these. You got Jerry Bowles, a circuit court judge who makes $124,618, and actually they all make the exact same amount. So Linda Bramlage, she makes $124,618 per year. I mean, that's six figures. Six figures. We got a median income of $40,000, which is actually the lowest in America, but that's not a bad job, right? $40,000. I think it's not a bad job, but $40,000, they're making 3 times the amount. You know, I don't know if we're getting exactly $124,000 worth of justice. And they're all paid this way. I mean, look down here. There's 3,526 entries. So if you was just to take, you know what, 4,000 times 124,000, you know, you'd get like a really big number. Let's see, 4,000 times 124,000. That's 16. Carry the 1, and then that's 4. That's $500 million. $500 million is going towards our judicial branch. $500 million. $500 million. That's, you know, $500 million, right? I don't have $500 million. Sometimes you get into these millions, billions, trillions, you just kind of lose your mind. I was looking at the sheriff's wage in Boone County, and he makes $100,000, and then he retired for a month. And we don't know if he was retiring for a month so he could get retirement in addition to be able to have a second job. So he's double dipping. He's able, you know, that was the, you know, what some people thought he was doing. Michael Helmig, who was the chief, or the, you know, he's the sheriff for Boone County. And I'll get back to that in a second. Let's take a look at, you know, some of the higher ones. This is they're not the highest. 124,000. That's a good look at all these, you know, chief regional circuit judge. So I mean, not just circuit judges. You got chief regionals, right? And they make an extra $1,000. The appellate judge Lawrence Van Meter, $130,000. Look at all that. I mean, my God, there are people making some good money around here. You work for the government, you have a state job, you're doing well. You are doing well. The Chief Justice, he makes the most, with $140,000. The Supreme Court justices make, you know, under that, $135,000. Still, these are really good jobs. I'd like to, let's see what the poorest of the circuit court judges are. Let's see what I mean, it says 3,500. I don't know if I'll be able to scroll through 3,500 entries just to be able to find out what the poorest is. I mean, still, we're on the 9th page, $124,000. Robert Mattingly, Lucinda Masterton, Dorinda Lawson, Gregory Lay. Look at all this money. My God, this is incredible. I mean, you talk about, you know, lowering taxes and making things better for everybody. Just, I don't know if all these guys are legit, but if they corrupt, and I mean, I don't even realize how they can make so much money. There's actually a limit that they can make. It's section 246 says actually they can only make a maximum amount, which I'll read actually in a second, but still $113,000. We're still, you know, they're still making good money. District judges are making $112,000. David Bowles, Joseph Bouvier, Janet Booth. I mean, over $100,000. Look at all these judges. My God, you got 120 counties. So Sean Delahunty, he's making $112,000 a year. I mean, this is the guy that I think is wanting to put me in jail tomorrow. Elizabeth Chandler. I don't know her. I thought it did. But Sham Delahunty, district judge, every year $112,000. And we can keep on scrolling on and on, but I don't know if we'll actually, get to the end of this list. I'm still only on 230. And there's 3,500 entries. 235 entries. So, almost 4,000 entries of people with six figures. There's some people, Kentucky has 25% of Kentuckians, the children are in poverty. And in fact, you got some of the worst poverty, in the entire country. The median income is pretty well, but that just means that there's a middle class. There's also a working and poor class. How are the working and poor classes doing? Compared to this, they probably eking by, probably barely eking by. $112,000. Just seems remarkable to me.